Hi everyone, Doug here. Welcome back to yet another board game channel and yet another episode of Fallout the Pit, where we'll actually start playing the game correctly because I've been getting enemy movement wrong. Um, First thing I will point out, I did somebody left a comment on a video pointing out this small error that hasn't really impacted the game much, but the comment went away, so I can't see who it was, so I can't credit them, but thank you. I've been getting managing it wrong. I've been saying that we get an extra influence point just for being well rested. No, we have to have the 3 drugs first, and we get another one if you are also well rested. So we never had that point and at any time. That's not a big deal, it just means I still haven't won. Yeah, I've been messing up enemy movement. When an enemy moves and goes into your space, they don't actually attack you, unless, of course, they're aggressive, because they always attack you when you're in the same space. It just happens. They only attack you if they activate while if they start off in your space. So yeah, this would be like, if the super mutant moved in there, it wouldn't actually attack. If the super mutant activates while it's already in the same space as me, then yeah, we have to have a fight. The other exception is anybody with ranged. If they are in the space next to you, yeah, they still attack because they can, and then they move. I might have put that back in the wrong place. I will check in a second. So, I've been making it much harder on myself. Pretty sure I'm still going to not get this done in time. Unless something truly miraculous happens. But yeah, let's just get to it and see what we can do. Okay, yes, those of you who were watching probably did notice that I did put the bounty hunter back in the wrong place. But now he's back where he should have been. Alright. I think the only possible chance of winning this is maybe getting a more useful agenda, maybe another one that supports the slaves, and then have the slaves win. Because as it is, each of these will currently give us 1, 2, 3 points each. That's going to be a problem at the end of this turn, though, because we only have 1 agenda card left, and the slavers will move up 1 more, and there'll be 1 behind, and these cards will only be worth 2 each. But yeah, if the slaves then move into the final winning spot, they'll be worth 3 each again. So I need to find a better agenda card, maybe to replace, well, the security one, for example. So we do have, yeah, we've got two for the slaves. So I have to do things that will allow us to get maybe a better replacement agenda card. And then hope that the slaves move up to the end before the slavers catch up again, thus reducing our potential lead. So, I think what we're going to do, I'm going to head off, it's a tough one, I'm going to head off to the tower and try to get an agenda card there. I think it's going to cause stuff to happen to Vault 109, but it's okay. We're after the agenda card for that first option. So we are going to move towards the tower, which is right there. Unfortunately, it means passing through radiation. So 1, 2. So our radiation goes up, and we're even weaker than we were before. We do get our experience point, putting us up to P for perception. Now I could move into the tower space and end the turn, or I could flip this last one over. Well, it's not our last one. Flip this one over. But yeah, I'm afraid something else is going to show up there. So, second action, we are just going to move. And wait there, and hopefully succeed next turn, and get something better for us. Now, yes, we're going to zoom out and do all the end of turn. Alright, before we see our last agenda card, you have to remember that this Brotherhood airship is on its way towards a robot. Oh, it's going to move, it's right here, it's going to move one space towards the nearest robot. We only have the one on the board. There we go. And then reveal the last one of these. Okay, yes, the slavers are going to move one space towards us. They do have range. We have to keep that in mind. Move that one, and that one. Then the pests, and finally the robot. So, pests. The red roach will move, I think that's closest. Same with stingwings. Oh god, we have a little pile of them there. Yep, and then the sentry bot is going to move through this massive space right there. And yes, that makes us shuffle the agenda deck. And if we go back to the scenario, the slavers are behind, so they get to move up one, thus reducing the value of our cards. And also making these slavers harder. They are now level 3 enemies. Oh boy, yeah. This isn't looking good, but we'll see it through to the end. Okay, on to our next round. Alright, here we are at the tower. If anyone would know about Vault 109 still being used for secret experiments, it would be some of those underground doctors at the tower. So yes, as an action, we need 5 results. But we do get 3 rerolls, because we are very special. We have all of our letters. No, that's not visible. Let me just move that. There. Okay. 5s. Nope. It's no good. Well, we'll keep one of the ones. No, you know what? Let's just re-roll the whole thing. We need all kinds of 2s. Okay, we got a 2. That was our first re-roll. And we'll keep... no, I'm going to do this because it increases our chances of getting good ones. Second re-roll. Huh. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Huzzah! We did it. So now we get to draw another agenda card. Let's see what it is. Slavers, or no, slaves. Oh. This is a good one for us because it's worth 1 base point plus 2 more if you have all 7 special tokens, which we do. So hold on, we're going to have to discard one. I'm going to discard the security one. What does that put us at? It puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. Man. So if the slavers were 2 ahead, this would be worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be not quite enough. Even if the slavers won right now. I mean, the slaves won right now. Those words are too similar. All right. Well, before we do anything else, first of all, we will add cards 92 and 93. I suspect this is just going to start an encounter deck for Vault 109. But let's see, 92 and 93. Yes, indeed, that is the case. They both have that, so we have a two-card deck for encounters at Vault 109, which we are not going to do because it's way over here. Okay, so we still need another better agenda. To do agenda, we need to either way things stand. We need to kill a robot. It's the only way we can currently get a replacement agenda that might be better. And then the slaves still need to be 2 ahead, assuming we get a good... Oh, this is not going well. I was hoping we'd be able to squeak by, but I don't think we will. All right. Well, that robot's not very far, is he? So, we are going to... We're going to move right there. Leave it be. That robot may attack us next turn. We'll see. If we do, we have 2 possible. We'll be able to draw 2 agenda cards and see if one of them is better than the other. But then we need to kill all the slavers. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do this. All right, that is the end of round. Yeah, we'll have to move the Brotherhood ship and look at our next movement card. That's down here, the Brotherhood ship takes a slight left to go off towards the now moved robot. And we'll see what kind of action we get. Right, the slavers. We have to deal with the slavers first because, well, these 2 move towards us without any effect. This one will actually attack us because it has ranged. So it counts as being in the space with us when it activates. It'll then still move into the space with us, I think. But yeah, we are going to fight. Well, let's zoom in on the scenario sheet so we can see their stats. Yep, there they are. The Y, we check the track on here. Y currently equals 3, so we have to hit them with all 3 dice, either in the head or the arms. Because they are ranged and we don't have a ranged weapon, they will automatically do 1 additional hit on us. And no, we did not successfully fight them. We only hit them twice, and they hit us 3 times. We blocked 1 with the lab coat. So that means we get 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That puts us at 10 HP with 8 radiation, so 2 more. And we die again. I have to go way back to the beginning. Alright, that was it for the slavers. Now, on to more enemy movement. Right, now the big horrible beasts move. So this glowing one, Deathclaw, and a Yagwai. I believe that's all of them. And then finally we have robot movement. So yes, the sentry bot moves into the space with us. And it does attack us because it is aggressive. So, yeah, we'll zoom in for another fight. Okay, it's another level 3. We have to hit it in the chest. And, oh, actually, you know what? It attacked us first because it is ranged. So it's actually attacking us from there and then moving into our space. So, yes, chest and arms. Well, we did successfully, well, we would successfully hit it, except we figure out its damage first. It hit us twice, negate 1 with our lab coat. Means it hits us once for 3 damage, which, yes, knocks us back to the beginning. We, yeah, gone. We're down to a total of 0 hit points. So that puts us back on the Crossroads camp down there. At least we don't have anything to discard, but yeah, now we are miles away from doing anything useful. Now that, yeah, that ends everything. So even if there had been another robot, I think everything doesn't matter. It was the last thing to move, and it killed us. So, let's see if there's anything else we can do. Okay, what to do? I guess I'm just gonna slowly head back towards the robot and fight a lot of stuff on the way and probably die. So we're going to take a couple of movement points, 1, 2, and a couple more. If I move on to that space, well, I'm gonna fight 3 things. 1, 2. If they activate. God, I hope they don't activate. Alright, before revealing the next agenda card, Brotherhood homes in a little more on the robot. And what happens? Oh, okay, that's alright. The slaves ignore us because we have declared our support for them, and the super mutant moves 1 space towards us, which is kind of close, but not close enough. Alright, so yeah, let me think about what to do for the next turn. Alright, well, can't reach the robot because it's on that space. So we're going to spend 2 movement to get into this area around Pendleton Estate. And for our second action, we're going to explore this tile so that... Oh, look! Another robot. It's the Robo Factory. And hanging around there is also a Mr. Gutsy. Yeah. Let's, too bad we can't actually do anything more now. Because that's both of our actions, but at least now next turn, assuming the robots don't move, we can move in there and fight. Probably Mr. Gutsy, because he's weaker. Alright, let's check our enemy movement. Alright, well, Brotherhood are homing in on the robots a little bit more. What enemies do we get? The super mutant, who is in the same space as us, this funny loop of a space. So yes, it's super mutant versus super mutant. So, time for some more combat. Alright, it's a level 3, so we need to hit it 3 times, and they all have to be headshots. Not a single one. However, it only hit us once, which we block, with our trusty lab coat. So we don't actually take any damage, which is great. That's good, because it means next turn we can try to go after one of the robots. So let's, yeah, that's going to be the beginning of our next turn. Okay, first action is move. Going to move into space. Second action, we are going to, oh wait, no, we have to fight the sentry bot, because it is aggressive. Damn. Well, didn't have a choice. Kind of had to go in there. So, again, we need 3 hits. Chest or arms, it gets +1 hit because it's ranged. We got 2 chest hits, which is not enough. And it hit us once on the die, +1 for range, so we're going to take 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, we're down to 10 HP, 8 rads, so we can only take 2 more hits, or 2 more HP. But that was not actually our action. That just happened whether we wanted it to or not. Our actual action is going to be fighting the Mr. Gutsy, because we only need to hit him twice. We have to hit him. Oh no, he's going to, no, he's guaranteed. Well, if he doesn't roll any hits, he's going to get at least 1 hit in because of his ranged. But if he doesn't roll any others, we're okay. And of course he rolled 2. So that means he hits us 3 times, actually 2 times because of armor. Take 4 hit points of damage, which, nope, is not enough. We are toast again. And we're going back to the crossroads. Sorry, this must be painful to watch, because there is literally no way to make any kind of progress here. Anyway, that ends our turn, and yeah, on to, well, Brotherhood movement and the rest of the enemies. Hey, the Brotherhood ship moves 1 spot closer to the robots. It's going to destroy one of them. Actually, no, I think it just hangs out there. Anyway, what else moves? Okay, the slaves ignore us, and the robots move 1 space towards us. So that's a very, very crowded space. Now I'm just going to double check and make sure nothing happens when those... At the end of each round, the airship moves 1 space towards the highest level robot on the map. So we can kill a robot, or raid the airship and get some power armor, which, yeah, would be great if we could actually succeed at that. Alright. Time to ponder the next turn. Okay, well, I am clearly in no state to do any fighting at all. I can't beat anything. I just continue to lose, so maybe we'll do some encounters and I'll get extremely lucky and get some stuff. So we're going to move 1 onto Highway 74, and we're going to have an encounter. Maybe I'll get some... Oh, right, I want to cover... Oh, it's one of the numbered cards we put in. You come across an emaciated corpse. Its hands are clutched tight around a small book. Is that focusing? You prise it out of the corpse's grip and see that it is a wasteland survival guide. Oops. Say, well, this guy doesn't need his stuff. Loot his corpse. Or you feel bad about his death. Go search elsewhere. And we need to do a skill check of 4, re-rolling on P and L. Yeah, I don't feel bad about it. It's Moira. Moira's the crazy person who is responsible for the book. So yeah, it's a little grim, but hey, he's got a decent amount of stuff. So we get loot times the level of the ruins that we're on, which is, you can see that, well, I don't know if you can see. That's a level 1, so we get a whopping 1 loot. Ah, that's too bad. Nice to get something. Come on. Be a weapon or some really super armor. No, it's Day Tripper. We can use it during a charisma or luck check to add a hit, and yes, as always, check to see if we become addicted. Alright, so let's move another spot, because we have one more point of movement. Okay, well, the Brotherhood is not going to move towards the nearest robot because it's on the same space. I guess it just sits there and examines the robot. Let's see what comes after us now. Okay, the pests. I think they are all in that stack, which means they're going to go there, which means we can't do anything in the Super Duper Mart. Are any of those... No, none of them are aggressive, so I'll be able to pass through on my next turn. So, yeah, I'll just think about that next turn. Well, I think this is going to be the last turn because something's going to happen that will make it officially impossible for us to win. So, let's move, well, okay, let's give it a, let's see. I'm going to go 1, 2 for movement. Then more movement. It's an irradiated space, so we go up to 9, and we get another experience point to E, and we have to fight the sentry bot. This is our only possible chance. No, I think it still can't win. But I just want to fight the thing at this point. I want some kind of small win. So again, it is 3, so we need 3 hits on chest and legs. And we got 2. And he hit us twice, once for the ranged. So we take 3 damage because we block 1. And now, well, this is our last one of these, and the fact that it's the last one of these makes it impossible to win. But first things first, let's do all the enemy movements. So the slavers move, the pests move, or activate. So do the robots. I'll tell you what, we're going to, we get to choose what order that's going to be in, so we're going to fight Mr. Gutsy. Oh, you know what? Doesn't matter because when I moved into that space, back her up, I also had to fight the glowing one because he's aggressive. So we need 2 hits on a head shot. Of which we got 1. So we failed. It does 2 damage to us, but it also does... let me check exactly how that works. It is radiation. When this enemy hits you for an amount of damage, suffer rads equal to the enemy's level. So we take 2 rad damage, which forces us to die and respawn again. Although we get 2 more experience, yay, bringing us up to I. Right, now everything should have moved. So these should have actually gone this way, and the robots would have moved here. Thing is, that is the last agenda card, which means, going over to the scenario sheet, the slavers move here, it's tying, which means all of our freedom cards are now worth just 1 point. The most these could possibly be worth now is 2 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't get above 8. Not in time. Suppose we could still keep trying to get more agenda cards, but it seems pretty obvious that that's not going to work. Because yeah, when we get through these one more time, both factions are going to move here and win ahead of our super mutant. So I think I'm going to have to call it a game because yeah, it's pretty much hopeless. Well, let's go back to the board. So at least we have learned how not to play Fallout, because that was a couple of pretty major rules that I screwed up. Only being able to have 4 of these agenda cards. If you don't know that, and you realize that partway through there is nothing left of your strategy, it's pretty much impossible to catch up if you realize that too late, as I did. And I got hammered and beat down way too much as well because I didn't understand enemy movement. So everybody learned from my mistakes, and maybe when you get a hold of a copy of this and play it yourself, you'll do it correctly. I'll probably try, probably do another one of these down the road. There are 4 scenarios. There will probably be more with expansions. It's Fantasy Flight games. They love their expansions. And that time, I'll play it correctly, and maybe I'll have a hope in hell of actually getting through it. So, thanks very much everybody for watching this bit of a mess. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and liking the videos, both on YouTube and Board Game Geek. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time when I start yet another board game playthrough. So long.